not everyone has the same challenges. But what your story shows is that we can overcome almost anything if we really, really put our minds to it, and don't listen to people when they said, like your first guitar player was like, I don't think I can help you. And you're like, okay, well, and we're not allowed to cuss on here, but I could tell you it'd be like a middle finger that kind of thing. But, what a shame to tell a 13-year-old, I just don't think it's possible.
Well, there's different kinds of teachers in the world, right? And I think that actually, in a way, strengthened my own ability to teach, and I believe in things happening for a reason. So that challenge at first of having to learn from a book helps me now to help people to learn differently as well. I now teach adaptive guitar lessons because I didn't have a lot of help building a cast. I didn't go to a hospital and they built a $10,000 prosthesis or something like that. I worked around the house. I went to the hardware store, and I got cheap. I got creative and just tried to build what I could. And now I get to help other people use tape and adapted supplies from the hardware store to make casts for themselves. So actually, all those things that seem hard in the moment are actually the things that make you into the person that you're eventually supposed to be, if you can look at it in a lifelong perspective versus in a personal affront in a moment.
Absolutely.
I think that's really served me well, and something that I didn't feel angry at that man for saying that. I just felt, okay, then,
well, that's his problem. Way. Yeah. He could have been the one that we were mentioning today when he actually helped you through it, and give, kudos to him or whatever, but nope. Not the one. It kind of reminds me of that movie Soul Surfer. Bethany Hamilton.
Yeah, Bethany Hamilton.
Yeah, and so she was a professional surfer, if you guys don't know the story, and it's a true story, and she was just out in the water and got attacked by a shark who took off one of her arms, and she had to relearn to surf, what she is, and she's living happy today and learned how to surf, didn't let anything, didn't want anybody to, let her win. She wanted to compete just the same, and figured out how to surf with one arm, rebalance herself, do everything. And to this day is one of the top surfers, professional surfers in the world. And, she could have stopped and just said, this happened, I can't do this anymore. But her passion just led her to completely want to keep on doing what she loved. She didn't victimize herself. She was a survivor, and that's what's so great about the story. I mean, that's just what's so great about yours as well. You didn't victimize. You didn't let somebody hold you back, and you persevered. And look at, not only are you an inspiration, you're talking with schools, little kids, everything. You're inspiring them. You're inspiring us right now, all over the country, and developed a way where you can still pick up your music passion and be a role model for not only your family, your son, but to the whole world, and showing that it's possible. Everything's possible if we put our mind to it, and it's amazing. Facebook, you're getting a lot of props here because your story is amazing. That song was totally awesome and totally catchy. Susan Lenning.
Thank you.
Yeah. Joe Potosi says, I love it when I've been told I can't or won't be able to do this or that. I've proven them all wrong, including doctors. Tiffany and Patrick, thank you for all you do and for this great guest today. Right? I'm very happy that Tony, thanks, Joe, for that. But I'm so glad Tony was willing to join us today. He was one of those people I reached out on Instagram, and I didn't think I'd get a response. And he was just so sweet. And he was like, of course, I'll be happy to. And then I was like, well, here's our website, momsofclarityoftiffany.com, so you know that it's a legitimate radio show. And he's like, I already looked you up before I accepted it. Wanted to see what it was about. And he's like, I'd be honored. So it just, what a wonderful. Mike says, can you tell me, I can't do it. I do it with watching you front row. I do it with watching you front row. I'm trying to understand.
Watching from the front row today on the Facebook Live?
Yeah, I guess so. Mike, what do you...
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And that song is very catchy. And what we need to really, really, really think right now, that there's so much uncertainty. What's going on with the world today? Everything's changing by the minute, and I know that a lot of people are a little concerned on what's going to happen, everything. And if you heard the show before this, Patsy was talking about the joy on paper, and how if we're going to be quarantined and isolated, whatever, pick up paper, pen and paper, and start writing, and make this time for something that you've maybe put aside that you never had time to do. Take it to your advantage and start writing a story, start writing a blog, start doing the things that maybe you wanted to get to but you couldn't because you had to work, or full-time mom or whatever, and publish a book that you always wanted to do, or write some music you always wanted to do, or reach out and join clubs that you never thought you had time to do. Now's the time to do those things. So, I mean, there's always a silver lining to everything. And it's time for our second break. But I'd like to kind of come back from our second break with his song again, because it's so catchy and uplifting, and I think we need a little bit more of that. And I also want to welcome callers to call in, 866-826-1340, 866-826-1340. You can also leave me comments on Facebook Live if you don't want to call in and you would like to join the conversation but maybe don't want to call in. I understand that too. But 866-826-1340. It's time for our second break, and we'll be back with Moments of Clarity and our guest, Tony Memel, in just a moment.
We will return to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner after these messages.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Financial independence is not a dream. It is a decision. Overcoming your financial challenges is like building a house. You must build from the ground up. You must learn how to make more money, save more money, grow your money, and protect your money. Forever Forward Financial specializes in teaching you these 4 basic money skills. Call us today at 727-422-7761 to schedule your complimentary, no-obligation meeting to discuss your needs and concerns.
Are you looking for a great book? If you like to root for the underdog, Joe Potosi's book is a book for you. A real American Odyssey that will grab your attention with its fast-moving narrative. You won't be able to put this masterpiece down. When the Dust Settled by Joe Potosi. Go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Zulin Press.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment, and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at MOC with Tiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one. Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. I'd like to give a shout out to musician-songwriter Don Lawson, who wrote, produced, and performed all the vocals and instruments on my Moments of Clarity theme song. Don gained his inspiration as a mental health counselor himself. He's always looking for artists to record his songs, and you can hear more of Don's music at reverbnation.com/Don Lawson. You can also check him out on Twitter at Don Lawson Music. Thank you so much, Don, for your contribution to Moments of Clarity and ending the stigma on mental health. It's awesome.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
In the heart there lives a call to a longer haul, a dream that demands your all. It's the hardest, clearest choice when you hear its voice. Step up and stand tall. There's an old and simple code you'll learn as you go, the truth the wise come to know. You get out what you put in, come lose or win. Sing this anthem of the soul. I am never, never, never gonna give up, never, never never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. Whoa, on your harder days when the trail you blaze is feeling more like a maze, there's a path where there's a will up the highest hill. Sing this anthem, keep the faith. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. Gotta get that grit, resilience and strength. Gonna go the distance no matter the length. Gotta be what I am meant to be. Got a plan, got a purpose, got a destiny. Gonna be ready for anything that comes my way. No rain will ruin my parade. Gotta get good at getting up when I get knocked down. That's my anthem, turn up that sound. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never gonna give up. Never, 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 never gonna give up.
Yay, Tony, I can't, it was so great. I wanted to play it twice. Not only that, but it's something that I think that we really need to hear, especially now at these times. A lot of people are fear of the unknown is very anxiety producing right now, and it's one of the core roots of anxiety. The what ifs, the what coulds, the shoulds, the not knowing, and so, I mean, I even ordered toilet paper, and it's a whole other story, but luckily, if you guys need it, I'm actually getting it delivered May 19th.
Oh my goodness, wow.
May 19th. It's like that. When I saw the Amazon was going to ship and it was like March, I'm like, really? No, in May, in 2 months, I'll be able to wipe my butt. No, it's pretty funny. But Susan Lenning said, I'm sorry that he had teachers who decided that they couldn't help him. I may not be perfect or even close to it, but I try my hardest never give up on my students, even when they've given up on themselves. And once they finally believe me and when I say they can do, they prove me right, and they're so proud of themselves. And thanks for being one of those inspiring people, Tony. I mean,
oh, wow.
That's coming from a school teacher. Yeah, especially.
That's
so
awesome.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you,
I appreciate your
Susan.
commitment to those students.
Yeah, you got a lot of good comments on here. So after the show, I'd like you to respond. So let me get some of your info, because we're getting close to the end of the show. We have about 6 minutes, not even 5 coming up. So I'm going to type in some of your, I know you're on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. So give me some of those links really quick.
Absolutely. Well, my name is Tony Memel, Tony, and then Memel is spelled like mammal with E's instead of A's. And I am everywhere that you could probably try to look. I'm on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, just all under those tags, Tony Memel.
Okay, so let me type some of these in. Do you have a website?
TonyMemel.com.
Okay, so I'm going to type that in. And then that's TonyMemmel.
That's right.
Right. Okay. And then do you have a Twitter tag?
Yeah, it's Tony Memel.